Have you any idea how much it's cost you to own the car over time? Do you know what your total ownership cost is?
Strangely enough, yes.
I thought you might do.
Being the anal kind of character who enjoys a good gagging session once in a while, I have kept a track of my entire running costs for this vehicle since I bought it, excluding purchase price. Over the 20 years I've owned this vehicle, totting up car tax, car insurance, breakdown insurance, repairs, enhancements as I like to call them, exhaust, front lights, etc., and petrol. I have spent in 20 years 37,490 quid.
So it cost you £2 a year?
Basically, yes.
So for everything in, maintenance, car,
every
tax,
single penny I've spent on this I've tracked.
that is
37 grand.
Just interestingly enough, I knew that he would know exactly how much it had cost him to the penny, because he's that kind of anal, and I use the word anal dangerously with reference to Michael, but he's that kind of anally orientated guy that likes to track your expenditure, don't you?
Yes.
It's an incredibly cold morning in December. Winter is definitely here. And I'm sat in the Audi Allroad, the old project, which is going to be featuring in a couple more episodes shortly as we make this into a winter beating four-wheel drive machine. However, what I've also got going on today is I'm going to go and see a friend who has an old Mark III Golf. Now, there's nothing special about this Golf, it's just a standard Mark III Golf. What's interesting is that he's owned this car for 20 years now. So, yep, the guy's name is Michael. He's possibly one of the biggest sexual deviants in the Northeast. He's a frightening character in so many ways. Let's go and see him, and let's go and take a look at his Golf. He's there, look at him. He's a dangerous man. He's like a young James Bond. Look at that smiling face. It's a smile of an assassin. Oh, he's frightening.
Product placement down. Personally think it's the way forward. As far as
I'm not even sure what to say. I'm not sure why you've got lube.
Well, the interesting thing is I had a slightly stiff expansion tank lid on my coolant system.
Oh, there she is. Mark III Golf. Looking good.
So that can be a little problematic.
It's not like you to be a little bit stiff, Michael.
That's very true. I like to have things around me that are stiff. Seems to be fluid in there, which is good.
It's a nice, honest engine bay.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Very little complicated.
Clean, but not ridiculously clean.
No.
You know.
It looks lived in and used. And
used, but well cared for.
yes.
Would be nice to detail that fully up and.
Wouldn't it just?
Give it a bit of throttle. How long is it since it was last fired up? 8 months?
8 months.
Michael's had this car for 20 years now, and this Mark III Golf is really for me an underrated platform. It's not the best driver's car by any stretch of the imagination. Golf were adding weight into these at this stage on the Mark III. But do you know something, looking at it, I just think it's such a pretty car. It sounds awesome, it looks pretty. It's such a clean lined car, and in white it makes it look ultra clean. Obviously this thing needs a detail. It's been parked up for quite a while, and that will happen. And then hopefully in the summer there's a chance to use this a little bit more. There's a bit of bodywork that needs attending to on this. There are some replacement panels in there. There's a front wing and some sills that have got a little bit of rust showing through. So that's going to have to be dealt with at some stage in the summer, and then the whole car re-protected and all of the paintwork detailed and possibly a ceramic coat or something of that nature. But yes, she's a beauty.
What's on your mind? I was in London when you called last night. The city told me lies that you wanna let go. Just hear me out. You're not the only one here with doubts. Oh, so just speak.
Well, we are out in the Gulf, and it's sunnier than Marbella today in the northeast. Sounds well.
Is it disc all the way around?
Of course it is. No drums in here. Like there's no fucking pine or veneer. No veneer in here. Word for Catholics.
So, Michael,
Yes.
how did you happen to come about this particular vehicle in your possession?
Well, being a previous owner of a Citroen Saxo, can't believe I said that without gagging too much. Fancied a change.
Someone like you to gag?
Well, only when it's too far in.
Let's go.
But
It's a previous Citroen Saxo owner.
previous Citroen Saxo owner, not bad considering. Spent just shy of £12,500 on getting a VTR 1.3 with the anti-lock brakes, which was an optional extra at the time.
You have to wonder what sort of idiot would have bought that.
Well,
You,
yeah,
in this case.
I'm kind of on film at the moment, so I'll have to say me.
Did you love your Citroen?
I didn't afterwards because it was quite uncomfortable. I thought it was all right when I took it out for a very long, decent test drive. Very good driving position. But after a while, it really used to niggle. And that's what prompted me to look for something else. And when I was looking for the Saxo, I was looking at loads of different cars. And absolutely nothing appealed. 89,000.
Interestingly enough, last year, how many miles did you do in this?
500.
Oh, that's quite decent, actually.
I know.
Yeah, it's not bad. What about the year before?
300.
Oh, so it's gone
I
up, nearly
know.
doubled.
Yeah.
Year before that, do you know?
About the same, 300.
Oh, well, it's quite a decent amount of
There's a
usage.
level of consistency here, isn't there?
Level of consistency
Yeah.
in your mileage approach.
I
So,
don't get out much.
are you actually going to use it this next year?
What about the car?
Well, I'm not about the car, I'm on about your genitals.
I'll try and use both.
Good.
I'll
I think
probably get 300 out of both of them.
I think you've got more chance of getting 300 out of the car. Mile an hour. Oh man.
Well, the ride's good with both.
What options were there on Golfs at the time? Because there was the 8 valve, obviously, wasn't there?
Yes, there was the 8 valve in the GTI configuration and the 16, and then the top model was the VR6,
Right.
which was the 6-cylinder 2.9, I think it was,
Yeah.
engine size, which had air conditioning as standard. It was an option, I believe, on this one, but it was as standard on the VR6.
They were 174.
174 brake, yes.
And what was do you know what the power on the 8 valve was?
105.
Right. These are 150.
Yep. Stainless steel exhaust by Magnex. We're currently out of business now.
They are.
And the K&N performance filter, which in theory should up it between 510 brake horsepower. It was a lively engine to start with, 16 valve, 2 litre, built in 1996, 87,000 mile on the clock.
I always favour Dave when he styles his hair like Hitler. It just makes me warm to him for some reason.
It just gives you that whole nationalist socialist feeling, doesn't it?
It gives me a whole host of feelings, some of which can't be described on camera, I don't think.
No, that's probably not. We're going for at least a reasonable certification on this.
I don't know what he's. I don't know what he's studying in the back there. He's probably trying to find a concentration camp that's available for sale somewhere.
No, I am not. I was looking at Mark 1 Golf Gtis to see how much a decent one would go for. You're looking at between £15,000 and £25,000
for a Mark 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing traumatises Michael quite like spending money. We can see him here in shock at the £1.33 a litre cost of Shell VMAX. He's definitely traumatised. Wow, that's a man who's just spent money.
Well, A, this is me £20 face, but B, lovely young lady behind the counter said, what a great car.
Interesting.
And I would put it at 2021.
Right.
And when I also explained that I'd just hurdled a 23 stone man down the A19 at 100 miles an hour in it, she said, wow.
Yes. I'd like to think I'm probably just over that 23 stone marker at the minute. Yeah. Fresh petrol.
Yes,
Fresh
let's see what
petrol.
this does. The worst slip road in the world.
Having spent £20 on fuel, Michael was keen to return home, do some overtime. Are you going to be able to fit it into a tight hole?
I'm going to try.
If a man can hide a Volkswagen Golf away for over 20 years in his garage, I dread to think what he's got tucked away in his house. This is a man who may well be the Ted Bundy of the VAG owners world. But you can't deny that this Golf is cleaner than one of Dexter's crime scenes.
She's a big part of my life. I really would love to get rid, to be honest with you.
So there we go. A Mark 3 Golf GTI that's been owned for 20 years. Pretty awesome. If you've got a car that you've owned for that long, comment below. We'd possibly like to film it at some stage. Tell us a little bit about your ownership journey, because as car enthusiasts and petrol heads, there's nothing better than taking something, keeping it, looking after it and cherishing it. We've got a bit of a habit, and a lot of people have, chopping and changing cars, and I get it. Sometimes it's nice to just keep something, have a little bit of heritage and a little bit of history to it. Don't forget to like this video, share this video, and if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to All Talk. We've got loads more content coming shortly, including a couple of new challenge videos that are going to turn into a series. Looking forward to those. That's pretty much it for now. Take care. See you later.